You love your dog, right? Of course you do. You feed them the good food, you take them for walks, you give them all the cuddles. But what if I told you there's something they've been silently begging for every single day and you've been completely missing it? And no, it's not a new toy or a special treat, it's something so much deeper.
So, what is it? What's this big secret your dog wishes you knew? Well, it turns out there's this whole hidden world of communication, a secret language of needs that most of us are just completely unaware of.
In fact, get this, it's estimated that only about 2% of dog owners ever truly get a handle on these deeper needs. Today, we're going to pull back that curtain. We're going to make sure you become part of that 2%. So let's dive right in.
Okay, so to start speaking your dog's language, you first have to understand the world they're living in. And for them, that world isn't really seen with their eyes. It's experienced, it's read, it's understood almost entirely through their nose.
I mean, just look at the sheer scale of this difference. It's wild. We humans, we have about 6 million scent receptors. Your dog, they can have up to 300 million. To put that into perspective, walking your dog and not letting them sniff is kind of like dragging a blindfolded friend through the Louvre and just telling them to hurry up. For them, every single sniff is like reading the morning paper, checking their social media feed, and mapping out the entire neighborhood all at once.
And check out how powerful that sniff walk really is. Researchers at UCLA actually found that just 10 minutes of really intense sniffing gives them the same mental workout as a half-hour run. So that time isn't wasted, not at all. It's one of the most enriching, mentally tiring things you can possibly give them. And, this brings us to a super common problem, pulling on the leash. We see it as bad behavior, right? Disobedience. But it's almost never that simple. More often than not, it's a kind of desperation for just a tiny bit of control, what animal behavior is called choice autonomy. They're not trying to be the boss of you. They're just trying to have a little say in their own experience. So, how do we fix this? It's surprisingly, almost ridiculously simple. The next time you get to a corner on your walk, just loosen up the leash, let your dog choose the path for just 50 feet. That tiny, tiny act of giving them a micro-decision has been shown to slash their stress hormone, cortisol, by 40%. And get this, it increases their voluntary attention back to you by an incredible 70%. You're not losing control, you're building a partnership.
All right, so we've explored your dog's outer world. Now let's go a little deeper. Let's look at the actual science behind that incredible bond that you two share.
It really starts with understanding what truly motivates your dog. Researchers in Atlanta did these fascinating MRI brain scans and found that dogs are split pretty much perfectly down the middle. About half are total foodies. They live for the treats. The other half, they're praise junkies. They crave your affection above all else. Figuring out which love language your dog speaks is the absolute key to their happiness.
And how you reward them, well, it basically shapes their entire personality. A study from the University of Porto revealed something pretty profound. This isn't just about teaching sit or stay. Training based on rewards builds dogs that are joyful, confident, and optimistic. On the flip side, punishment-based methods create dogs that are stressed out and pessimistic, literally expecting the worst from the world. Your training style is a personality builder. It's that important.
But this connection, it goes way deeper than just psychology. It's biological. Have you ever heard of cardiac coherence? It's this incredible phenomenon where just by sitting calmly together and petting your dog, your heartbeats will actually synchronize. Yeah, you heard that right. Within 3 minutes, you are literally, physically in rhythm with each other.
And if that wasn't mind-blowing enough, look at this. This slide shows the power of a simple gaze. Japanese researchers found that when you and your dog share one of those long, soft looks, it floods both of your brains with oxytocin. That's the love hormone. And look at the numbers. A 130% increase for them and a staggering 300% increase for you. That is the exact same bonding mechanism that evolution designed for parents and their newborn baby.
So, how do you speak this language of love back to them? It's easy. You use a slow blink. When your dog looks at you and then slowly closes and opens their eyes, that's a sign of ultimate trust. It is the dog equivalent of saying, "I love you." And when you do it back to them, you're not just copying them, you're having a real conversation of pure affection.
Okay, so now that we get their world and the science of your bond, let's get super practical. Here are a few dead simple rituals you can use to turn that anxious energy into calm confidence.
First thing, socialization. So many of us make the mistake of forcing our dogs to say hi, which behaviorist Dr. Patricia McConnell calls social assault. The fix is the 3-second rule. It's simple.
Let them just watch another dog from a distance for 3 seconds. Then, let them choose whether to approach or not for another 3 seconds. And if they do interact, keep it to a super brief 3-second sniff. This is how you build confidence, not reactivity. Next up, what happens after the walk is just as crucial as the walk itself. Think about it. Your dog's nervous system is all fired up. A simple 5-minute decompression ritual, just sitting quietly in the car or on the porch when you get back, lets their whole system cool down. This one little habit has been shown to eliminate up to 80% of those destructive behaviors like chewing or frantic barking that happen right after a walk.
And what about when you get home from being out? A study from Uppsala University figured out the perfect formula for a greeting. It's not just talking to them, and it's not just petting them. It's the combination of both touch and talk right when you walk in the door that creates the biggest happy hormone spike and the biggest stress hormone drop. Just 30 seconds of this can literally set their mood in a positive way for hours.
Now, what about for those times you have to leave? This number, 85%, is the massive reduction in separation anxiety you can get from one simple trick, the sock scent swap. Your unique scent triggers calming hormones in your dog's brain. So leaving a worn t-shirt or sock in their bed, it's like leaving a piece of yourself with them. It's a security blanket that works on a deep biological level.
Wow, okay, we have covered a lot. Everything from brain science to simple daily rituals. But now we come to the most important part of all, actually putting it into action. You now have the insights that put you in that top 2% of owners. But here's the thing, knowledge without action is really just entertainment. Your dog doesn't need you to be a perfect expert overnight. They just need you to start.
So I'll leave you with this question to really think about. What's going to be your one thing? Will you try the slow blink tonight? Or maybe on tomorrow's walk, you let your dog choose the path at the first corner. Just pick one small change. I absolutely guarantee you'll start to see a difference. Because for the first time, you'll finally be speaking a language your dog has been waiting their whole life to hear.